From Little Havana, just west of downtown Robinson Day, with a great matchup between the Chicago Cubs and the Miami Marlins. Pablo Lopez gets the call.
Strikes. He's not a big strikeout pitcher, only averages less than 7 strikeouts per 9 innings pitched. So he's more of a pitch to contact guy, and you'll know if he's on early. He needs to get quick outs early in counts.
Here's Ben Zo. Now, and we are set for baseball here this evening. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. First of 3 to start the week, as the first pitch is swung on and missed for strike 1. Guys, this Marlins ball club, as they begin play here tonight, they've come in losers of 7 of their last 10 games, but did earn the victory last time out.
Yeah, guys, huge win in their last game. Kind of stopped a bleeding moment for this team. Let's see if they can continue that stretch today, because they've been struggling recently.
The windup, and he'll get it into second. And he's going to make it. He's in at second base with a leadoff double.
Now that is the way you want to start a game on the road. He comes out swinging and stands at second as the first base runner of the night. Now we'll see if his teammates can pick him up and if they can punch first.
That leadoff man at second to start the ball game. First pitch on its way. A fastball off the plate away. It's ball 1. Time to check our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Freddie Ferguson.
You know, this is one of the guys behind the dish, Freddie Ferguson, Dan, that the rookies are going to have a tough time with. If you've played in the league for a little bit, you understand that he's got his own zone.
Checks on the D-Roll. I think he will.
Meanwhile, this ball gets down. It's a base hit. And they'll put the brakes on at third. Runners at the corners with nobody out.
Hey, not a great start for the pitcher right here. Started off with a double, now add in a single, and one of your middle of the order bats is coming to the dish. Man, I don't think this was the start he was imagining warming up in the bullpen.
Anthony Rizzo stands in now, and he's looking to get it going. Off to a bit of a slow start this year. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Hit in the air to right center field. This ball is carrying well. Back it goes, and it is out of here. So a 3-run shot to right center field. 4th home run here in the early going, and the Cubs have taken a 3-0 lead.
Yeah, he's looked pretty shaky from the first pitch, and things just kind of spiraled out of control from there. I think these guys smelled blood in the water, and they punctuated with a 3-run job and an early lead.
Batting 4th.
Here's Javier Baez.
Javier as he hits one on a line to left field.
But he'll hardly need to move out there in left as this is hauled in for the first out. With that, a look at the Cubbies starting lineup. Who stands out to you, Danny?
Well, you know, the key for this ball club has been Jason Hayward. He's on a nice stretch. That's 3 home runs in his last 10 games. He's swinging the bat really well right now. And by watching his mannerisms in the box, he just looks comfortable in the plate. He's in some kind of a groove.
So 1 away here with the bases empty, and that'll bring up the multi-gold glover Jason Hayward. First pitch of the at-bat. Lined is short, but gobbled up there, and there are 2 away.
Batting 6, the catcher, Wilson Contreras.
Here's the young catcher, Wilson Contreras.
He'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory.
3 runs already home here. And here's a ball in the air now, carrying a bit out toward right center. Right fielder has a beat on it. Coming up, it's 3-0 Chicago. Yu Darvish, the right-hander from Japan, will get the starting assignment in this one. Dan, any thoughts?
Kind of a strange outing in his last one, Matt. Was able to pitch into the 6th inning, wasn't able to complete the inning. It kind of got away from him in the 6th. It'll be interesting, Matt, to see how he bounces back in this one.
Digging in, number 42. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Well, guys, as we look at the Cubs coming into play here tonight, they've got to be considered one of, if not the hottest team in baseball right now. Winners of 8 of their last 10 ball games.
Matty, this team is oozing confidence right now. They were playing well coming into this game. And what do? Right out of the chute, top of the first, throw a 3 spot up on the board. They got the opposition on their heels.
This is in the air out to straightaway center. Waiting on it is Almora, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. Time now for a glance at the Marlins lineup card in this one. Who do you have your eye on, Dan?
Yeah, you know, I love what the Grandy man, Curtis Granderson, does for this ball club. He's certainly a guy to watch out there in this lineup. Everything he does makes them click. When he's swinging the bat well, they just go.
Into the box, Miguel Rojas, and he's looking to get it going. Off to a bit of a slow start this year. And now a pitch on the way, and he gets ahead 0-1. Rojas is unlike many of today's hitters in the sense that he doesn't have a lot of swing and miss in his approach at the plate. More often than not, he gets contact, and I'm sure that makes him a frustrating hitter to face from a pitcher's standpoint.
You know, he takes his chances when he has count leverage. Without question, 1-0, 2-0. You'll see this guy try and get nasty a little bit, but he stays within himself. He knows what his strengths are, and he tries to drive the ball right back where it came from.
Digging in, Brian Anderson. First cuts for him here with the bases open and 2 away. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1.
Can't imagine he comes back with a 3rd breaking ball. That hitter looked like he timed that one up pretty well and just missed it, fouling it away.
Now a fastball swung on and missed, and that is out number 3. 1, 2, 3 go the Marlins. They trail it here 3-0. The next Cub up, David Bodie. He appeared as a pinch hitter in yesterday's contest.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
Here's the first pitch to him. Now here's a fly ball, well hit. Going back is the right fielder. On the warning track, he makes the catch.
All right, here's the defensive alignment for the Miami Marlins. And let's take a look at Brian Anderson. This guy, when I see him out there on an 18 Rookie of the Year.
And now here's the versatile outfielder Albert Almora Jr. hoping to stay hot as he came through with a 4-hit contest yesterday afternoon. There's the big breaking ball, and it's by him for a strike.
Sometimes you just got to laugh at yourself. Hitting's the hardest thing to do in all of sport. You take an ugly swing like that, take a deep breath, step out, smile about it, and get back in that box and try and do damage.
Good curveball there, gets the swing and miss. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Lifted in the air out towards left center. Granderson's after it, but he won't have a play. This is down and into the gap. And he'll pull into second with 1 away.
This is the type of production they were expecting from this guy when he came to the majors a couple of years back. He looks really at ease at the plate, and that relaxed swing is getting some really good results. Good example on that double there. Always great to see a young player blossoming.
Stepping in now, Yu Darvish. Bunt attempt is popped into foul ground. Now the 0-1. And this will be fouled away. Set to deliver on 0-2. Here it comes. Hit in the air to shallow center. Number 42 comes on now and makes the catch in shallow center for round number 2. And no tag at second. He'll head back there with 2 away now.
The second baseman, Ben Zobrist.
Into the box now, Ben Zobrist. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. He's set, and the pitch. And that's cut on and missed. 0-1. Pulled toward right center field. Center fielder on the run. He's got it. A great running play, and that'll retire the side. Cubs strand 1, but they're on top by a count of 3-0. And that'll bring in Garrett Cooper. And he's looking to get it going. Off to a bit of a slow start this year.
Hey, we're still in the early stages of this one. They're only down by a couple of runs. But it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2. Right down Main Street, caught him looking.
So here's how the Chicago Cubs are positioned defensively. Let's take a look at catcher Wilson Contreras. This guy's got one of the best arms in the game. Think Gary Sanchez, but in the National League. Nobody wants to attempt stealing bags on this guy, and brings a powerful bat to the lineup.
Coming to the plate now, number 42. First trip to the plate for him in the ball game. A ball and no strikes.
Well, he punched out the last guy, but he didn't get any favors from the blue on the first pitch in this at-bat. Probably should be ahead of this hitter instead of behind.
Now the 1-1 pitch is in there for the second strike.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
1 out, nobody on. Got him.
3.
Hate to be Captain Obvious here, but he looks great to begin this start. That's
6.
already 3 Ks for him in the first 5 hitters. It'd be awesome to see him keep up this pace.
Coming to the plate now, Jorge Alfaro. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch-out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. Now the slider gets the call in the bottom part of the zone. Fouled off. Darvish pauses. 0-2 pitch on its way. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And this will wind up being nothing more than a long foul ball, and it'll hold the count at 0-2. And a great inning here as he gets another punch out and strikes out the side in order. Miami down in order. They trail in this one 3-0. Standing in, Chris Bryant. He'll step in to lead it off in the top of the third.
Chris Bryant.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Long run for the center fielder. He's there and records the first out.
Now
and with that, we give you a look at what's happening in the NL East race.
Rizzo.
So one gone in the inning, and that'll bring up the first baseman, Anthony Rizzo. First pitch of the at-bat. And here's a called strike at the knees. Don't think he liked that one too much, but it's 0-1.
You can clearly see that the hitter didn't like that strike call, and his manager, he didn't like it either, as he's giving the umpire an earful from that dugout.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Swing and a miss, and he's in control. 0-2.
Got him to chase after the curveball below the zone there. That was a really nice pitch, and it can be a really tough one to lay off of as a hitter.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a ball hit softly on the ground, but a foul ball, and the count holds at 0-2. Bases are empty, one man out. A ball and 2 strikes to Anthony Rizzo. Got him swinging in the dirt. He makes the throw to first. 2 down.
Now batting.
Plate right here. He feels good building off that last AB. He hit that ball on the screws.
No balls and a strike to count. Hard on the ground towards short. Rojas from deep in the hole. Throw not in time, but boy, was that a remarkable effort just to get to that thing.
Now batting.
I can't begin to tell you how difficult it is as a former shortstop to go in that hole, backhand, try and get up and make a play to first. It's a heck of a long throw. He put his best foot forward, but just was not able to complete the play.
Here's Jason Hayward now.
He'll swing and lift a ball foul off to the left and out of play.
Looking at his lifetime numbers, Hayward carries a batting line a little over the 260 mark. Hard hit ball to second. He'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. One left for the Cubs. They lead it 3-0.
In is Curtis Granderson.
He starts off the inning against a guy who struck out the side last inning. How did they get to him here?
I'm not sure, Matt, that they want to stay as patient. He's been throwing a lot of strikes. They might want to start swinging a little bit earlier in the count.
Granderson, often referred to as the Grandy Man. This is the final year of his current deal, so he'll be a free agent at season's end.
Yeah, Matty, it's going to be interesting to see where this guy lands at the end of this season. A lot of variables come into place. He's had a long career. It's going to be interesting to see if a team steps out past 1 or 2 years for this player.
Looking to put him away. Here's the 0-2. Looked like a breaking ball that time, but it never came back down.
That curveball stayed up in the zone. You'll see that often early in the game where a pitcher's trying to find that release point, particularly with his off-speed pitches. We'll have to keep an eye on him, see if he's able to settle down as this game moves on.
Fouled away. The 1-2. And he fouls this one off. Swing and a miss. 5 straight strikeouts now, and there's 1 gone. And with 1 away, today, of course, Jackie Robinson Day around Major League Baseball. We had a nice ceremony before the game in honor of number 42 as his legacy lives on to this day.
Sometimes the first pitch is the best pitch you'll see all at bat. Definitely coming out of his shoes. Aggressive style. First pitch. Base hit up the middle.
Into the box now, Pablo Lopez. And they'll try and play for 1 here as he gets this one down. Throw not in time at first, so the pitcher tries to give himself up, but instead he gets himself a base hit.
Number 42.
Now at the plate, number 42. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Good bite to the slider, and he takes strike 1.
Hey, when you're in a tough spot right there, that's an excellent job by the pitcher to get ahead 0-1. He has now got this offensive player on the defensive.
High in the air down the right field line. But this is just going to wind up being a foul ball. First and second now, 1 man out. And a swing and a miss, and another punch out here. 6 already, and that's out number 2.
My man on the mound has just got great strikeout stuff working for him these days. Looking back at his last start, he racked up 9 Ks, and now he's looking like he could put up similar numbers in this one.
Trying to hang a 0. Here's the pitch. And he'll take strike 1 on the fastball, registering at 93 that time. Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. At the letters, but called high. It's a ball. That one bends into the zone. A strike on the breaking ball. Darvish pauses. 1-2 on its way. Hit the other way out toward right field. Hayward has a read on it. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. Marlins strand a pair. Still down 3-0. Striding into the box, Wilson Contreras. He'll try to get it going here to begin the 4th.
Wilson Contreras.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Hard hit ball to short. And that's through for a base hit. Make him 1 for 2 in this one.
I mean, there's no secret right now. There's a fight at the bat rack. Everybody wants up at the plate right now. They're feeling frisky. They're all pulling the trigger early, and it's working.
Standing in now, David Bodie.
And it's grounded just foul down the line.
Contreras gets his lead at first. Nobody out. Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2. Working for the punch out and the offering on a good curveball gets him swinging for route number 1.
Pretty textbook breaking ball for the punch out right there. Got it to bend a lot, and by the time it got there, it had fallen completely out of the zone. Not much you can do with that pitch.
First offering on its way. Line towards center field. Number 42 is there, and he makes the catch for the out. So a rather weak start to the at-bat as he misses badly there. It's 0-1.
Real nice curveball there. Had a lot of late break, and he waved right through that one.
And he lays off for ball 1.
He's not having his best outing in this one, and I think that curveball is part of the reason why. He couldn't get on top of that one, and that's not the first time that's happened.
Line drive to left. Granderson is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. Cubs strand one, but they lead it 3-0. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Brian Anderson. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Hit hard down the left field line, but this will be foul. Breaks his bat as this one's popped up.
I know that has to be frustrating from a pitcher's standpoint, but nice execution, nice hustle. Bottom line, nice hustle. Pitcher's still one good pitch away from getting a double play.
You know, D-Row, one of the things you want to do is make quality pitches as a pitcher, and there's not much you can do right there. You make a pretty good pitch, and the next thing you know, you have a leadoff single on an infield ground ball.
Garrett Cooper is at the plate here as he quickly finds himself down a strike. It's 0-1. Slider, and he can't pull the trigger. 2 strikes.
Hey, that's case in point right there. He thought that was going to hollow out his rib and ended up being a strike.
And this is lifted high in the air down the right field line. Hayward is over near the stands as he makes the catch for the first out.
Now batting, number 42.
Digging in to try it again. Number 42 comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. First pitch is a cutter looked at, 0-1. And it's fouled away. And he'll manage to fight this one foul over near the left-hand side, and that'll keep the count steady at 0-2. Anderson stands at first with 1 out. And a fastball swung on and missed as they set him down for the second time here tonight. So after getting the strikeout on the fastball, not a bad time to check out our pitch speed comparison for our 2 starters. And we've got 2 guys bringing some serious gas for you, as you see there. Top speeds 96 and 97. From the stretch, here's the pitch. And that's in there for a strike. Got him out on his front foot. It's 0-2. No runs, 3 hits, and no errors in the game for the Marlins. And he struck him out, his 8th punch out of the ball game, and that one ends the inning. Marlins leave 1. They trail it here 3-0. So the batting order turns over now, and set to go Ben Zobrist. 1 for 2, including a double back in the first. Bullet back up the middle. Number 42 is there, and he has it for the out.
That's one of those tough luck outs that'll drive you crazy as a hitter. He drove that fastball but couldn't get it down, so he has to take hard contact as a consolation.
Here's Chris Bryant now. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Center fielder on the run, and he tracks it down. A nice running play to record the second out.
Now batting, the first baseman, Anthony Rizzo.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and into bat next, the left-handed hitting first baseman, Anthony Rizzo. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. Curveball fooled him there as he's way out in front.
Oh, I just don't understand that swing. The first 2 guys made outs on just 1 pitch. What are they doing up there?
Driven to right field and deep. Right fielder looking up, and it's gone as they add still another. A solo home run here for Anthony Rizzo, number 196 for his career, and with it the Cubs have moved out in front now 4-0.
Well, how do you beat the shift? You hit it over the shift, of course. You can't play guys up in the sky, so he lifts this one up and out of here.
Now batting.
In now, Javier Baez.
Javier.
So go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory.
The windup and the 0-1. Oh, and that ball's absolutely crushed down the line. Forget about it. That's going to stay fair and make it back-to-back home runs. A solo home run there for Javi Baez. Fourth home run here in the early going, and the Cubs have now opened this up to a 5-0 lead. Well, that was this lineup's third homer of the game.
You know, D-Row, looks like the boys are dialing long distance from the batter's box so far.
Yeah, the pitchers aren't fooling anyone today, Dan. Let's see if this trend continues.
Stepping in now, Jason Hayward. Back up the middle. And the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit. So he picks on the first pitch here and is able to extend the inning.
Now batting, the catcher, Wilson.
Wei-Yin Chen takes over here with the runner at first and 2 gone in the inning.
Now pitching for the Marlins.
Wilson Contreras will be the first to greet him here as he stands in with a runner at first and 2 away. Is swung on and driven out to right center field, a ball that's well hit. And this hops over the wall out there for a ground rule double, and maybe a tough break as that'll freeze the runner at third with 2 gone.
Definitely a break right there for the defense with the ground rule double. If that ball stays in play, there's a pretty good chance the runner from first is able to score since he's moving on contact with 2 outs. Instead, he's forced to stay at third, so we'll see if they're able to strand him there.
And a ball 1-0. Looks like a left-hander up and throwing now in that Marlins bullpen. Line to the right side, and that's in there, base hit, and not in time as the run scores. Now a good throw in will hold that second runner at third base, so they're at the corners now with 2 away. Into the box now, Albert Almora. Career numbers against Chen, he's 0 for 4. Ready with the first pitch, here it comes. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Boy, and the shellacking continues as this is down for extra bases. In to score is the runner from first. It's 8-0.
They just keep pouring it on this inning. That's 5 runs so far, and they're not finished yet. They've been teeing off on everything they see, and they're showing no signs of stopping anytime soon.
Into the box now, Yu Darvish. He swings and lines it to left. Granderson is there and he puts it away to stop the bleeding. 9 men come to the plate, however, 5 of them score. Last half of the 5th coming up. The Cubbies are in front 8-0. Welcome back to Miami as we check in with Heidi Watney.
Matt, during the commercial break, I had a chance to catch up with manager Don Mattingly about the Marlins' offensive production. And one thing he mentioned to me was the lack of discipline he's seeing out of their at-bats right now. He said they've been chasing at pitches out of the zone all game, which obviously doesn't usually lead to good results. Until they start being more selective with their swings, he said they will continue to struggle.
All right, thanks, Heidi. Settling in now, Curtis Granderson. He leads off from the bottom of the 5th as they look to break through on the scoreboard for the first time in this one.
Yeah, baseball is a game of adjustments, and it's time they start making some. They don't need to change their entire approach necessarily, but now is maybe when they start thinking about ways to get the guy on the mound out of his rhythm a bit.
First pitch of the at-bat. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. Swing and a miss, and he's quickly in the hole. 0-2.
Well, there's a pitch we haven't seen in a while. If he's going to have the ability to flip that in there whenever he wants, this is going to be a tough test.
Almora patrolling center makes the play, 1 out.
Good contact to start out the inning. Thought he might be on base with some sort of a hit, but it hung up there too long. Just unlucky that time.
And this pitch is taken on the inner half for strike 1.
Hey, I don't blame him right there, giving up on that inside curveball, little front hipper. That's a tough pitch. You just can't figure out where the point of contact should be.
Oh, can't spot the cutter any better than that. 0-2 now.
You know, I think that curveball in the previous pitch had him thinking about getting another one, because there's no reason he shouldn't have had a big rip at that fastball. That was right in every hitter's happy zone.
Ready with another 0-2. Good waste pitch, 1-2. No runs, 3 hits, and no errors in the game for the Marlins. Fouled off. Struck him out, and he becomes the 9th strikeout victim thus far.
Well, you can tell by their approach that they're going to go up there and try to be aggressive off this guy, but he's taking full advantage of that. He's pounding the zone with strikes, and right now we're seeing a lot of swings and misses and a lot of strikeouts and no walks either.
Neil Walker will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 42, Neil Walker.
And he starts him out with a strike on the outer half. Darvish pauses. Here's the 0-1. Popped him up. Rizzo has a play. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Back now for the start of the 6th inning, and we send it down to Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. Between innings, I was able to discuss the current state of the Cubs lineup with manager Joe Maddon. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. Top to bottom, he said his guys have been picking on the right pitches to swing at, and they've done a nice job of using the whole field. He said that always seems to be a recipe for success, and their 7 extra base hits in this one are evidence that it has been.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. Adam Conley gets the call to pitch here, and he'll try to sort this mess out. He's going to try to at least eat a couple of innings for his guys. The pitch. Now a shot out toward the alley in right center. Around first is Zobrist heading for second now. And the Cubs could be onto something here. It's a leadoff.
We could say that cold streak is officially over. That's his 2nd hit of the game, and it goes for extra bases. We'll see now if this game proves to be a huge turning point for him.
That's in there. Base hit. And they'll get it in quickly. It's 1st and 3rd now with nobody out.
Nice piece of hitting right there. Didn't try and do too much. Fastball, middle cut, places it right back where it came from.
Into the box, Anthony Rizzo. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Runners at the corners here, nobody out. Here's another 0-2. Right side. Reined in. Throw to first is in time, but meanwhile the runner is in to score.
Now batting, the shortstop, Javier Baez.
Trying to pick things up where we left off. Javier Baez so far 2 for 3 in this one.
And in that last at bat, it makes you think this guy might have went up there looking for the breaking ball, because he certainly got a breaking ball, and he didn't miss it. Hit it right on the screws.
And this one bounds around against the wall as he arrives at second without a play, as a run will score on the play as well.
Now back.
So much of this game is situational hitting, guys. Nice job there.
Yeah, you've got to find a way to pick your teammates up when you're given the chance, and he doesn't try to do too much right here. He just takes what's there. Safely on second, and his buddy is high-fiving teammates in the dugout.
Here's the 0-1 pitch. He pulls this one high and deep to right center field, and this will bang up against the wall. He pulls into second safely, as also on the play a run comes across to score.
I'll tell you, they're posting video game numbers here. I mean, that's their 11th run of the game, and they're showing no signs of slowing down. Just an absolute onslaught from this offense.
So digging in now, Wilson Contreras, 2 for 3 with a double on his line so far. First delivery to him on the way. Got him to go up the ladder there for strike one.
This is the stuff that infuriates a manager. You have to think the game. You got to know he's trying to pitch around you. You cannot swing at that pitch out of the zone.
Ready with the 0-1. And he takes something off there and had him way out in front for strike two.
Hey, that's a huge pitch for him right there. He's been struggling early. If he's able to get any feel on his secondary stuff, he might be able to hang around a little bit.
Hard hit toward the hole. Scooped up on the backhand. And that's the second out.
Now batting, third baseman, David Bodie.
2 away now for the Cubs in the 6th, and that'll bring up one of the better clutch hitters on the landscape, David Bodie. Here comes the first pitch. Fouled away. Nothing in one count. Here it comes. And here's a slider that runs inside that time, and that'll keep him from diving out over the plate.
Interesting sequence of pitches right there. A real ugly swing on a ball away, and it looks like the batter has a much better idea of what he's looking for after that second pitch.
Here's the 1-1 delivery. Drives it out to deep right center field. Long run for the right fielder. He can't get there, so the inning will continue. They're going to extend their lead as the runner scores from second.
Now batting, the center fielder, Albert Almora.
At the plate, Albert Almora. He drove in 2 with a double in his last at-bat.
Yeah, he did a great job to go down and get that one his last at-bat. But I got to think they're going to pitch him up, maybe elevate something in the zone. Interested to see how he approaches this next AB.
Reaches out, but he can't get it. It's 0-1. The 0-1. And he fouls this one off. Pops this one up. Rojas into shallow center. He's there to track it down, and that'll end the inning. So they nearly bat around here as 8 men come to the plate, and they push across 4 runs. Top of the order due up in the home half of the 6th. It's the Cubs 12 and the Marlins nothing. Stepping into the box, number 42. And at this point of the game, I think it's clear that the plan of attack against the top of the order has worked.
Well, when you've only surrendered 1 hit to the top 3 guys in the order up to this point in the game, you know you're doing something right, Matt. You're spot on. Whatever they discussed coming into this game has worked out beautifully.
Here's the first pitch to him. He couldn't catch up with the gas that time.
I know it goes without saying, but the best pitch in baseball is getting ahead with a first pitch strike. That's why this guy's been able to stay in this game, pounding the zone.
Ready with the 0-1 pitch. And here's a pitch high and tight for a ball, 1-1. Oh no, that screaming comebacker nailed him. And now they'll hustle out there and attend to their pitcher, and that was quite a shot he took as you see him down on a knee. But if there's one thing I know about this guy, he will not want to come out of this game, and from all indications it looks like he's going to try to continue. Digging in once again, Miguel Rojas. It was a fly out for him in his last trip. He's set. Here it comes. And a fastball's in there for strike one. Nobody out, runner on first. Takes this the other way to right. And that's in there, base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are two aboard now.
Hey, looks like they might have something brewing right here. That's back-to-back base runners after a few runs were scored in the inning before, too.
Yeah, Dan, I have to imagine your team throws up a crooked number. You want to go out there and throw a donut up, but they are putting some guys on base. This could get interesting.
Standing in now, Brian Anderson. Hit high and deep out there to left center field. Bryant racing back, but he can't get it as it's off the wall. And the runner is in from second. Now 2 runs have scored. Anderson ignores his coach. He's chugging for home. Safe at the plate as they inch back here, but there's still a ways to go.
Boy, the home fans are loving that inside to Parker. Looked like he was carrying a piano around his back when he rounded third, but he made it. Somebody get him an oxygen mask.
In now, Garrett Cooper. Pops this one up. Rizzo is there. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone.
Now batting, number 42.
Ready once again, number 42. He's hoping to avoid the hat trick. He struck out in each of his first 2 plate appearances so far. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Fastball in there for a called strike. In there, and it's 0-2 now.
Pretty unusual that you see a 5-0 hitter take 2 strikes in a row. Typically, those are some of the most aggressive batters in the lineup.
Here's Darvish on 0-2. Hits this one hard the other way. Bodie is there. Oh, what a stop on the slide. Oh, but he beats it out. Nearly a highlight reel play, but they'll have a runner on here with 1 away. Hold on here, though. That was really a close play, so they're checking to see if they want to challenge that safe call.
Here's another look at it now. I couldn't really tell when I saw it at full speed, and I'll tell you what, it's still not clear to me from that replay. We'll see if they decide to challenge it after they look at it from a few more angles.
So here's the signal from the bench, and they will indeed ask for that play to be reviewed. So the umpires will get on the horn with the replay operations center in Manhattan and attempt to get a definitive answer on this play.
Okay, we're going to get one more look at it right here. Is there enough video evidence to overturn this call? You know, I think there is. The shot right there makes it look like the ball beat him to first. Looks like a well-used challenge.
Okay, umpires look ready, and off comes the headset, and he's out. So the original call is overturned, and it ends up being a well-used challenge there.
And the batter ruled out.
Stepping in now, Jorge Alfaro, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. And he gets him to pop it up on the right side of the infield. And Rizzo able to make the catch, and the inning is over. So 3 runs on 5 hits, no errors, and no one left on base. 7th inning coming up. It's the Cubs 12 and the Marlins 3. Welcome back to South Florida. This one pretty much all over, but the shouting as we check our game summary to see how we've gotten to where we are. Jose Arena enters now in a mop-up role as he'll try to keep the deficit right where it is. First pitch of the at-bat. Had him guessing that time as he's barely able to foul it away. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Rojas ranging up the middle. And the throw here is in time. Very nicely done there at short for the first down. And I thought this might happen based on how close that play was. They're looking at the replay in order to make a decision on challenging the out call on the field.
Well, I think we're going to have to wait and see what the word is from the dugout. But here's another look at it. Wow. Tough to tell if he was out for certain from that angle. I can see why this was a really tough call for the umpire.
And indeed, they will elect to challenge the call. So the umpires on replay duty in Manhattan will review the play from all available angles to come to a final decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, the previous play is under
So here's one
review.
last look at that replay from another angle. There has to be indisputable evidence in order to change the call. And boy, I'll tell you what, I just don't see it there. I'd be pretty surprised if this challenge works out for them in this case.
Headsets coming off. Here comes the decision, and he is indeed out as originally called. So they lose the challenge and the ability to use any further challenges for the rest of the game.
First base.
Into the box, Ben Zobrist. As he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. 2 hits in 4 attempts to this point. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. A bouncer up the middle. And that finds its way into center for a 1-out base hit.
First game of a new series, and he's already sitting on 3 knocks right now. The pitching staff might have to make an adjustment going forward.
Into the box now, Chris Bryant. On the line, that's a base hit.
Up next for the Cubs, the first baseman,
Anthony Rizzo will stand in again as he looks for home run number 3 in the ballgame. All working in his first few at-bats. First pitch on its way. Below the zone, a swing and a miss.
Good job of making him chase that pitch down below the strike zone. That's where you want to pitch when you're looking for the double play ball.
The 0-1 pitch. And he gets him to swing through that one. He's in control. 0-2.
Obviously looking to pull the baseball right there out in front on that off-speed pitch. This will be an interesting sequence right here to see if he slows him down even more or tries to run a heater by him.
Well above the letters with the fastball that time.
Not a bad pitch right there on 0-2, a fastball. And I think as a hitter right now, you have to continue to go up there looking to hit off the fastball.
He pulls this one into right. Number 42 is there, and he'll bring this one in. The relay throw won't get him.
Now batting, shortstop, Javier Baez.
So in now for Chicago, Javier Baez. 2 outs and 2 runners aboard here in the 7th inning. Here comes the first pitch. Try to check it, and it's 0-1. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Center fielder on the run. He gets there to make the catch, and that ends the inning. Cubs strand a couple. They lead it big, though. It's 12-3. At the plate, Curtis Granderson. He lined out in his last trip, so looking for better fortunes here.
Yeah, he hit it hard. That's all you can ask. You can't control the results sometimes, Matty. Just unlucky with the placement.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Big slow breaking ball that drops in for a strike to start him out. It's 0-1.
Objective number 1 right here is finding a way to get on base. So I'm not surprised to see him taking on the first pitch there.
Ripped down the first base line. Now a ball lined toward the alley in left center. Oh, and he misses it.
And this one bounds around against the wall. Around second now, and this ball still hasn't been fielded.
And he will make it all the way to third now as that mistake proves a costly one indeed.
Well, I'm not sure they're going to award him a triple or call it a 3-base error, but the result is the same. He's 90 feet away from scoring, and it looks like they are going to give him an error, and I think that's definitely the right call there.
Line to the right side. Base hit, and that'll get a run in.
Hey, guys, he doubled up on that breaking ball. The batter obviously timed the first one. Second one, he was not going to let go. Good wood on that one, able to drive it for a base hit.
Starlin Castro come on to pinch hit now with a runner at first and nobody out.
Starlin Castro.
A runner at first with no outs here. Out in front there as this one's pulled off to the left side. Looking for his 10th strikeout. Here's the pitch. Hit hard down the right field line, but foul. 0-2. Here it is. Left field and deep. Bryant going back on it to the track, but he won't get there. It falls in. Runner around third on his way to the plate. He scores, and the gap shortens, but still plenty of work to do.
When this thing left his bat, I started thinking it might have enough to get out of here. Didn't quite carry enough, but it does one-hop the wall off the track, and he cruises into second with an RBI 2-bagger. You'll take that every day of the week.
Castro stands at second with no outs. Sent toward first, but no problem at first, and that's the first out. Now batting, Miguel Rojas. He scored after reaching on a single in his last time up. Throw in time at first for out number 2.
Now batting,
stepping in, Brian Anderson. Runner in scoring position with 2 down. And this is on the outside corner for strike 1. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. Boy, that's just about in the catcher's glove there. It's 0-2. And it's fouled away. Now another 0-2. Fouled off.
Ball.
There's a breaking ball that he didn't quite get on top of.
That wasn't a terrible pitch right there, but if he's going to execute and get this swing and a miss, he's going to have to get that ball a little bit further down, maybe even potentially bounce the next one.
The 1-2 offering looked like a slider that time, but it's 2-2.
What we're seeing here is a really smart at bat. They got to be thinking the man on the mound is getting a little short on gas, so
a swing and a miss that retires the side, and that will do it. Austin Bryce comes on to pitch now, hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one.
Austin.
So striding in, Jason Hayward, hoping to build off that RBI double from his last plate appearance. Rojas comes up with it, and the off-balance throw beats him at first, and that's a tough play. Sometimes we use the phrase runs coming at a premium, but it's fair to say that none of us will be saying that tonight as we check out our line score. Neither pitching staff has really even showed up. Digging in, Wilson Contreras. It's been a 2-for-4 effort for him so far in the ballgame. First pitch on its way. Drilled down the line, but a foul ball here, 0-1. Now the 0-1. Hit down the third baseline, but this will get foul for strike 2. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage with it.
In now, David Bodie. Hit hard, but this will be a foul ball. He doubled his last time through. Line drive, base hit down the line, and this will bang up against the wall. So striding forward now, Albert Almora. A couple of RBIs for him already, and a chance for more here. First offering on its way. Well behind that fastball. It's a swinging strike. Bodie at second with 2 down. Here's a drive out to left center field. And this will get all the way to the wall now. He's in at second safely as a run will score on the play as well.
Wow, that's a baker's dozen. 13 runs right there, and they can't do anything wrong at the plate. I'm no expert, but I would have to bet that the manager would love to save some of those runs for the next game. Regardless, there's some happy men in that dugout.
Daniel Descalzo will look to provide a little 2-out thunder off the bench as he'll hit with a runner at second and 2 away. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field, and this will be just what the manager ordered as he's off the bench with extra bases. Tack on another here as the runner scores from second.
The batter, the second baseman.
Digging in, the switch hitter, Ben Zobrist. 3 hits, including a pair of doubles for him thus far. Line drive to center field. Number 42 will get there, and he puts it away to... Dylan Maples is into the ball game now as he'll make his 5th appearance of the season here.
Number 42.
So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Garrett Cooper. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. Hayward is there to put it away for out number 1.
Now batting, number 42.
Up next from Miami, number 42. 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts for him to this point in the ball game. 1-0 the count. 1 out, nobody on. A ball and a strike. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and it's 1-2.
That was a good swing right there. Might be the best one he's had all night because he was right on it.
High fly ball out to deep right field. Back goes Hayward. On the warning track, he makes the catch.
Up next for the Marlins.
So 2 gone now in the Miami 8th. And up next will be the big catcher, Jorge Alfaro. And, look inside, but that's ruled a strike. 0-1. It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. And foul, though it had the home run distance. Hit in the air down the right field line. On the move is Hayward. He's there to track it down, and that. Digging in and looking for more, Chris Bryant. He singled his last time up.
Chris Bryant.
Here comes the first pitch. Just able to get a piece of that for strike 1.
Boys, I know he swung and missed it. We felt the breeze from up here, but if he gets that pitch again and catches it a grain low, we got action.
And a wasted pitch there, 1-2.
Now there's your textbook waste pitch right there. Try and get the eye level up. Let's see if he comes back with another fastball elevated or drops a hammer off.
Ground ball foul down the left side. Goes the other way and sends it deep down the right field line. And that'll get down out there near the wall. And he'll pull into second with his 4th hit of the ball game.
Now batting.
When it left his bat, I thought it might squirt foul, but it hugged the line and found its way into the corner. Thought it might be a little bit closer play at second, but he cruised in there with relative ease.
Stepping up to the plate, Anthony Rizzo. He went deep back in the 5th. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Grounded to the right. And that's through into right field for a base hit. Throw comes in quickly here, and that'll prevent the runner at third from testing things here.
Up next for the Cubs.
Hey, I can't fault the pitcher right now, but he better make an adjustment. This guy came into the game ice cold, but after 3 knocks, to give him another chance to beat you seems foolish.
Standing in now, Javier Baez. As the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike 1. He's had a great game so far, and a triple would complete the cycle. Now the 0-1. Swing and a miss out in front of a changeup. And this is swung on and missed, and boy, they took care of a key man there. 1 away. Stepping into the box, Jason Hayward, and their runners at the corners now. First offering on its way. First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike. Runners are at first and third, 1 away. Fastball that time is nowhere close, and it's even at 1-1.
Amazing he was able to lay off in this situation. Your eyes light up when you get something above the belt, especially with a man on third base.
Hit hard towards second, and this is knocked down over there. But he'll recover in time to get the lead runner at second. So a heads-up play there to get that second out.
Now batting, catcher, Wilson Contreras.
Ready for another shot now. Wilson Contreras. He's looking for his 3rd hit of the ball game here. First delivery to him on the way. Good off-speed pitch had him out in front for strike 1. Strike 2 as the fastball is let go. And on 0-2 he misses with a fastball. Hayward leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. Hot shot to third. Fielded cleanly. Throw to second for the force out, and the side is retired. Stepping up now, Curtis Granderson starting things for his side in the ninth as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. But these guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
And he comes back with a fastball. 1-2 now.
1-2.
There's a swing and a high deep drive headed for the right field corner. Nearly a big fly to start the inning. Instead, a foul ball.
When you have two.
Zobrist is there. Zobrist with a dive. Safe. Remarkable play just to stop that ball, but it's going to go into the books as a hit, and the leadoff man is aboard.
Ooh, bang, bang play right there. That's one of my favorite plays. Thinking back to it, to go in that hole in between first base and second base, do that little pirouette, make that throw to first base. Wasn't able to complete the play, but nice job.
And this is pop foul, but perhaps playable behind first, and no one will track it down. Down the left field line and deep, and that will end up a foul ball. On its way, the 0-2 pitch. Takes this the other way to right, and that'll get down for a base hit, and that runner will go no further than second as there are two aboard now.
Hey, Dero, not a bad night. 3 singles, but hey, you'll take 3 or 4 every day of the week.
Yeah, in today's day and age, Dan, where everything's a homer, a walk, or a strikeout, it's refreshing to see this guy throw out 3 base hits.
Timing just a tick off there as this one's fouled off to the right. Strike 2.
No ball, 2 strikes.
First and second here with nobody out. Count remains at 0-2. Stays alive, still 0-2. The next 0-2 is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3. So stepping in, number 42. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0.
Well, that two-seam fastball ran a little too much off the plate, but now that sets him up to work with something away and maybe even an off-speed pitch.
Now batting.
Ready now for the Marlins, Miguel Rojas. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. Bryant has it in his tracks. Makes the catch, and that's the ball game.
Hey, a great win for these guys as they wrap up another one, but a little bit of a sour note, though. Everyone has to head home, get on those computers, and get those taxes out before midnight.
15-5 is the final. Chicago jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Yu Darvish wins his 3rd of the season as he racked up 10 strikeouts in the effort. Pablo Lopez struggled and gets the loss after giving up 6 earned. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and Heidi Watney, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Twitter at MLB The Show.
Time of the ball game, 4 hours.